Brooke Houts is a blog YouTuber that got into some trouble a few months ago last year, back around in August, when she apparently hit her dogs on camera, uploaded it by mistake, and basically exposed herself for being a terrible animal abuser. Now look, here's something we gotta clarify before we get into the video. I'm not one of these fake outrage type people where I'm just like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever, even though I don't really care that much. I'm just keeping things real here. The most offensive part to me is that she tries to use other things to excuse her actions that are just completely unrelated in an attempt to minimize the damage that she received from this stunt. Abusing her dogs in camera, then running to the, oh, I was depressed card, or, oh, I'm so much better now, or, oh, I lost a bunch of subscribers, but I never think about that. I actually don't care about the YouTube subscribers. I just care about being a better person. Basically, what I'm saying is that this girl is fake as hell. And the reason I know that is because, well, I took one look at her and saw she was a woman. No, I'm just playing. The reason why I think she's fake is because I watched her comeback video, and I watched her interview from this guy, Christian Mango's channel. Yes, all 35 minutes and 12 minutes on her own video. That was about 45 minutes or more of Brooke Houts content that I wish I would have gotten back. Okay, I lied. I might have played it on 2x speed, but still, it was just as painful, if not more, because then I had to listen to that voice at 2 times the speed, which is painful to sit through, even though it's less time overall. That being said, I do think this girl is incredibly fake and dishonest, and we'll get into exactly why as I play the clips. Now, you might be wondering, how does somebody who abuses their dogs in camera even come back? Like, how do they make a comeback video, given the scenario? Well, let's take a look at the footage first and see exactly what happened.
It doesn't faze you.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, it's not a playful slap. I mean, even still, when you have a dog, you're not really supposed to hit them in the face or whatever. Same with a child or whatever. And that hit was definitely, you know, a little more than just like a pat on the nose or something like that.
Stop!
Just spit on it.
The internet reacts to Brooke Houts.
And then it just shows a bunch of fucking clips that I really don't care about. But the point is that she was obviously reckless with the animal and stuff, and she was dumb enough to hand this footage to her editor. Her editor left it in there, rendered it, gave the file to her, she put it up on her YouTube channel, and according to her, within a minute, realized what she had posted, pulled the video down, but by then, it was already too late. I think Shoeonhead was the person who blew this whole situation up with her tweet, and a bunch of people covered it. I think Philly D covered it. Well, I mean, it shows the media clips right here.
Houts' heartbreaking clip. Logan Paul also reacted to the clip.
A YouTuber named Brooke Houts is currently under investigation.
Even mainstream like news or whatever covered it.
By the LAPD.
Brooke Houts is apologizing for a video she shared on YouTube that appears to show her hitting her dog.
So, watching this video was a huge shock.
Deji, Logan Paul, you get the point. Like, big YouTubers really went out and covered this, and as a result of this, she ended up losing her Instagram, which is a big blow to people in her community. You know, the beauty vlogger types, they use Instagram, whereas, you know, we use Twitter. Instagram's really the central hub of their communication. She lost her account, although I think she's on a new one now. She's been completely inactive on Twitter over here, other than issuing her half-assed apology, which we will not get into because holy fucking shit, that is a lot of stuff to cover. We'll get into her new videos soon enough. And of course, you know, she lost an assload of subscribers. She was up to about, she had just gotten a big growth spike of 340,000, and you know, she has a bunch of new active subscribers on her channel. Of course, that shit was gonna go down when the controversy broke out, and she hasn't been able to recover ever since. Even on the day of uploading her response video or her comeback video, whatever you want to call it, she immediately lost 1,000 subscribers. A pretty heavy blow, and I can see why, because this video, to put it bluntly, is complete shit. Like I asked before, how do you come back to YouTube after dealing with this type of situation? That is not a situation you are a victim of, it is something you directly cause. You know, abusing your animals on camera and then coming back just a few months later as if it's no big deal, it's just never gonna work well. I don't know why she even thought she could do this, and I want to know, look, her video got downvoted as shit, obviously, and she's losing subscribers still, but there's still 300 to 400 simps who liked the video. Oops, I actually liked it. Let me change that real quick. 300 simps who still liked it. Who are you guys? Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh my god. Do we even need to play this video? I'll play a little bit of it for you guys, and we'll skip through it just to kind of give you guys the gist of it, the atmosphere of it, or whatever. But Then we'll take a look at her interview that was released a month prior with this YouTuber, Christian Mangoes. And we're gonna go over some good old timestamps of parts where I think she's being incredibly fake. But first, let's see how she's reacting to this.
Weird. Hey guys, long time, no talk. You know what?
Oh, I forgot I still have it on 2x speed from when I watched it. We'll go ahead and lower that at 1.5. We'll give it that. We'll give that a shot.
I just wanted to film a video. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna talk a little bit because we have a lot of catching up to do. Let's be real. I'm gonna start. This feels so weird to me right now. I have not done a video in
Yeah, I wouldn't call it catching up after you just, abuse your dog on camera. You come back to YouTube, you're like, hey guys, we got a lot of talking to do. Yeah, I'll bet.
So long. We're gonna get past it together, okay? I thought I would just do my makeup on camera really quick and just give you guys a few updates
Why?
on my life and like where the heck I've been, because my girl has clearly not really been on social media, which I'm sure you can guess a couple reasons why, but there's also some reasons that you guys definitely don't know about. All right,
I want you to pay attention right here. We're only 30 seconds into this, but she is in YouTuber speak mode. She is, talking like a YouTuber. When you talk to normal people, you don't sound like this. You're not going off this like mental script that you've had written up in your head with this type of inflection in your voice. Hey guys, we're gonna talk about the video, or let's get into it. I'm gonna do my makeup. You don't talk like that in real life. If you're gonna do a serious video coming back talking about serious shit that you've done, you're not gonna give it in a YouTuber speak presentation. Let's just skip through the video.
How much my outside life was affecting my work life and my personal life. And now I feel confident and comfortable in coming back to what I love, which is making YouTube videos, one of the things I love so much. I really wanted to dive into my community at church as well. And I wanted to really just focus on having a good group of people around me that I trusted, honestly. I feel like, unfortunately, people having to find a new community once they move out here to LA is very difficult. The point being, I just wanted to surround myself with really good people. There was a time where, that blush is kind of intense right now, I'm not even gonna lie. There was a time a few months ago where I ended up—
Yeah, that off-topic stuff right there, that's what, quirky vlog LA YouTubers pull to be more relatable or something, or to act real, even though it's like the fakest shit you ever seen. Again, this video is just so all over the place. She talks about herself, it's me. Doesn't even talk about the incident directly. Of course, she does link to the interview where obviously she has to talk about it directly. But it's just so weird to see a YouTuber treat a situation like what she was in as, normal. It was just, oh, another controversy, it's just me, I abused my dogs on camera, it's whatever, I'm back now, we're gonna do the show, the show must go on. It's just so unnatural, and people like this are so disconnected from reality. This should really show you what these LA YouTubers are like. These people who are so desperate to launch into these superstar levels of fame or whatever. They act a certain way. They respond to situations a certain, almost robotic-like way because they're not human. They've lost all contact with reality and all sense of self-awareness. Again, let's skip through the, some later parts in the video and see what it's like.
Lines of how often this week have you felt down, hopeless, or depressed? The options range from like very often to not at all, and then there's a bunch of options in between. And
so she's talking about her depression, of course.
Basically all the questions I have to answer.
Because why wouldn't she? I mean, depression is the easiest way to get out of this situation. How do you get out of a situation where you were shown abusing your dogs on camera and basically chased off the internet? How do you get out of this? You point to the depression card. Now, she could legitimately have depression before this incident. That's possible, I guess, but why would you refer to this directly after being called out? Do you not see how much of a get out of jail free card this is? I mean, people aren't dumb. Well, they are dumb, but people aren't dumb enough to not see what you're doing here, especially given that in today's day and age, in today's culture, people look at depression as a very serious issue, and they hate when people like you use it to avoid your problems, to run from your conflicts that you yourself created. It even feels weird referring to this as a conflict. I mean, this was not a mistake. This was not an accident. This was not something that was caused by some supernatural force. She hit her dogs on camera, probably because she's a terrible person, if I'm being honest with you. Call me crazy, but I don't have much patience with people like this, when they say, oh, I was going through a rough time, I was, dealing with things behind the scenes, it led me to do things that I would never do on my own. I'm not buying it, because I don't buy anything these people say. These people are fake, these people are phonies, these people are ridiculous, and if you want me to buy this shit, I'm not gonna take it, because I'm not a sucker, And I'm not an idiot. I know we barely watched this video, but there's really nothing of substance for me to show from this video. It's just her talking about herself. And to be quite honest with you, I don't care. If you want to watch the video for yourself, then by all means feel free to do so. But I'm going to move on to the interview where she talks about what exactly I want to hear, which is the dog incident. Not necessarily because I want to play morally righteous because I'm, super passionate about animals. I mean, I like dogs, but I'm not this, dog rights activist or something like that. I'm just more interested in pointing out how exactly she gets out of this situation because I'm interested. So the interviewer is asking her, has she done anything to improve?
So, I have done, basically, in my eyes, like, there was nothing that, like, there's so many different answers to this question, but yes, I have. I've taken initiative to go to therapy, which I still go to.
Do you go every week?
Yeah.
Therapy for what? Don't hit your fucking dogs? Like, what do you mean therapy?
Yes. Yeah, therapy every week, and I just actually am starting to see a new therapist, but before it was kind of like I would talk to...
what is the therapist telling you? Not to be a fucking idiot?
It's not important, I guess, who I talk to, but yeah, lots of therapy. I put my dog in training we did like it was either 6 or 8 weeks, but I put him in a training program where a private dog trainer would come to my house every week, and he helped me so much. He was the nicest guy ever, and he actually knew what had happened, and like he was very open about it.
So what would have happened if this incident never leaked by, well, I mean, I say leaked. I mean, what would have happened if you would never expose yourself for hitting the dog? Would you still be whacking that shit? or would you, take it to training and, talk to the therapist, the animal abuser therapist center or whatever? What would have happened? I'm curious.
That with me, and
he tried to help you out and get the help you needed.
Yeah, nicest guy ever, and that was so helpful. Besides that, I signed up for. I did end up signing up for. Oh my gosh, what do I even call it? I signed up to volunteer at one of an animal organization down here. I haven't done that because I would like to be able to because my schedule is very, very busy even still. But whenever I can, I like to be able to do that, and I like to be able to go out there and try to make a positive difference.
Now, do you think your mental health
make a positive difference? Oh, let's hear this.
Is way better now before the video?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in terms of managing my emotions, definitely way, way better. I'm gonna be honest and say, like, has things like my depression and anxiety gotten worse? Of course, just because of everything that did happen. It's kind of hard to avoid in that way, but therapy helps so much. And in the way of like handling my emotions.
Okay, never talk about your depression or anxiety, even if you are being genuine about this situation. By bringing these things up and talking about how it's getting worse at all, it gives people the indication that you're using this as your get out of jail free card. Feel sorry for me, I'm a victim too. It switches the victim because now the victim is not the dog in this situation, where it's easy to hate on this person because she abused the animal. Now she flips it around. Oh, I'm the victim. My depression caused me to do this. I don't know if that's what she's saying or arguing, but that's what it sounds like. And it's just bad optics, even if you're being genuine. But I don't even believe that in the first place. Let's take a look at this other clip right here.
I knew in myself that I wasn't this person, but I knew that other people were gonna see me as that person. And so first thing I did instantly was I called my mom, and I talked to her on the phone for probably like an hour, just like sobbing, just crying, like not because like a lot of people like to say in situations like these, you're just sorry you got caught. No. I did not feel good. Even after I filmed that video, I did not feel good. Like, filming that video, afterwards, I didn't even, like, it's so hard to explain, but I was just in...
But you still posted it.
Such a bad state of mind.
So, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are curious about this.
Okay.
Seeing that video, they would think that you would have done that, not filming in other days as well. So my question is to you, have you done that before?
No.
Never?
No, never.
That was a very fast no. I might be psychoanalyzing things a little bit, being like, oh, I know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm just running off speculation here, but that was a pretty fast answer. To be fair, regardless of whether or not I was abusing my animal, if somebody was asking me this question, I would say no, either if I was or if I wasn't, just because I don't want people to know if I was doing it that I was in fact doing it. So, I don't know.
Did you lose Instagram followers? Did you lose YouTube subscribers?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, so of course I lost followers. I mean, seeing that, I would probably unsubscribe from someone too. Like, I don't blame them, you know? And so I lost, I think, about over 20,000 followers on YouTube. I wasn't really keeping track, but it didn't, like, that.
That's a lie. She knew the number that she lost. Well, actually, if I go back, she lost about 30,000, not 20,000, but obviously she's going to skew the number exactly to give the indication, which is exactly what she said verbally, which is that I don't pay attention to the number, it doesn't matter. Yes, you do. In fact, as a YouTuber, regardless of whether how small you are or how large you are, if you have aspirations of being the next big thing, the next big star, you pay attention to that number, not just every day, but every hour. I know for sure I do, and I'm not even trying to become Hollywood's next greatest or whatever. I just pay attention to the number. I like seeing the number go up. It's just human nature for me to want to see the number go up because it's indication of my success. It's an easy way to see if I'm doing things well or not. And seeing it goes up feels good. It gives me that rush of dopamine. Every YouTuber looks at that number. If they tell you otherwise, they're lying to you. Maybe not intentionally, but they're subconsciously lying to you. This is just another example of her being fake.
What about your Instagram?
So my Instagram, that's actually, my Instagram got enough reports to where Instagram had to take it down, like thousands, like hundreds of thousands of reports. So
just gone, just vanished.
Well, like my Instagram is gone, and so luckily I had a backup account that was a fitness account, so I switched over to that one. There were a lot of people pretending to be me on Instagram, and that's still a problem. But
do you know why they are trying to pretend to be you? Or?
Well, one guy put his account on private, and he put me as his profile photo and changed his name to an account that looked similar to my old one, and he put his account on private, but then when you followed him, it was all of his pictures. So he was just trying to gain followers, which I understand. Like, I mean, that's smart. Like, go off.
I mean, that's not exactly the right way to to get followers.
But I think that was
playing it off like she's completely fine with it. Again, she brings up numbers here, not because she was asked, but because it was something that was on her mind, showing that she does pay attention to the numbers, to the competition, to the analytics, the metrics, the charts. It's all in her head because it's in every YouTuber's head. Everyone that wants to succeed, numbers are the easiest way to calculate how well you're doing in terms of success, marketability, all that stuff. She's lying to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you right here. I don't know if you could get that, if you got that impression from this video. She's lying straight up. Last clip.
I think one thing that I would say is no matter what someone is going through, like, it's going to be okay. Like, anyone who's going through something that's really hard, like, you can get through it. It's going to be okay. Things are actually going to get better. Because for a long time I didn't believe that. Like, I really did not believe that things would get better. And I had a lot of negative thoughts, and I think that's just my biggest takeaway from this, is that if anyone else is going through something that seems impossible or seems they made a mistake and it seems like they're never going to come back from it, like, anything is possible, and anyone can make themselves into the person that they want to be.
Why are you turning this into a motivational speech? This is a situation where you hit your dogs on camera. This is not you falling to the lowest of lows and coming back right to the top. This is not a story of you becoming a raging alcoholic and then putting down the bottle and rising up for... This is not that. You hit your dogs on camera. This is not a motivational speech prompt. And pay attention to the music that's playing too. That should give it off right away. Although, to be fair, this is uploaded on this Christian Mango's channel. I don't know if she had any involvement in the production of this video or whatever. Although I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know that for a fact, so I won't say that. That being said, the music right there is just like the cue of, oh, we gotta get sappy, we gotta, motivate the crowds, I'm a regular person, alright? I'm rising back to the tops, I can overcome anything, so can you, or whatever. No! This is not that type of situation. LA YouTubers are a whole other breed, man. It just makes me so glad, dude. This might be a weird thought, but whatever, dude. It just makes me glad that I am just sitting here isolated in good old Dallas, Texas, away from these creeps because they're just so hungry for something they will never achieve. They will do and say literally anything to the point that they become so disconnected from reality that they would sell their kids for an extra 100,000 subscribers on a YouTube channel, or in this case, hell, beat a dog. Some of these people I think need a knock to the head, but then I think, maybe a dislike button, or a negative red number on Social Blade or whatever might just be a little more effective, because you never see these people start to talk until the red number starts showing. Money speaks, clout speaks, subscribers speak, and it should remind you that these people are not to be trusted. These are not real people. They're hungry, they're desperate for something that you should not be giving them. My name's AugurFC. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit like if you found it informative. There I go into YouTuber speak right now. You shouldn't trust me. No, you should, because I'm always right, and I'm always correct. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys tonight on the podcast, live on this channel. Peace out, everyone.